5 parties in the Western Cape not contesting elections have endorsed Patriotic Alliance President Gayton McKenzie. They signed a pledge in Cape Town today. McKenzie has again accused the Democratic Alliance-led government in that province of neglecting communities.
Why we called you here today is that all these parties are not just a guy that started a party. There's ex-mayors sitting here. These people have representation in government. So there's a lot of people who want to join us. Moonshot packed the 2 parties called Spectrum, 1, and Isanko, 2. None of those parties has ever been part of a by-election. And they paraded them to the media. Today, we are bringing you parties. But unlike Spectrum, unlike Isanko and all the other parties they have there, all these parties has representation in different councils in the Western Cape. And we want to invite all the other parties throughout South Africa to unite behind the Patriotic Alliance.
Let's stay with the Patriotic Alliance's Gayton McKenzie, who claims that the DA's support in the Western Cape will drop below 30%.
Here's our prediction in the Western Cape. The Democratic Alliance will not get 30% in this province. They will not come close to 30%. And let's go scientifically. Their stronghold is Cape Metro. We are sitting in the stronghold. Between 2016 and 2021, they lost a third of the voters in the stronghold. Now, a lot of my white friends say, yeah, you're playing the race card. No, that's the only card we have left. It's not a race card we are playing. It is fact. Don't say we play the race card. Say whatever I said now that's not true. So if the truth comes out as we playing the race card, we are playing that card without any fear or favor. Lastly, the majority of people, the difference between the ANC and the DA, it's only one difference. The DA steals more cleverly, more sophisticated. In this province, it's so strange that they call me an ex-con. But they have given an ex-con 450 million rands in this province to build houses. He took the 450, his company, and he went to the UK with that money, and no house was built.
Well, McKenzie has vowed to deport all illegal immigrants should he take over the Western Cape.
You can go to every house in the Western Cape. Go to every house here. They hire illegal foreigners to clean their houses. You can go and see who cleans the gardens. They hire Malawians to clean the gardens. You can go down now to Bellville. Illegal foreigners have taken over Bellville. We are saying on the 30th of May, we will start to mass deport them already. They are going home. We are taking back. I mean, they have now found a new home, which is the Western Cape, because it's getting very difficult for them in Gauteng.
To this now, Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Minister Thembi Nkadimeng says flood-hit Margate on KwaZulu-Natal's south coast will soon be declared a disaster area. It comes after the provincial government called for more resources to help repair the severely damaged roads and other infrastructure. 5 people were killed when storms hit over the weekend.
Information has been submitted to our office, which is a preliminary study that has been undertaken both by our officials which are on the ground, human settlements, ourselves at COPTA, but also to ensure that the MEC handed the report, who was also on site yesterday, to ensure that she also physically visit and see the areas. We've collected and collated the information. I'm hopeful that the National Disaster Management Center will be able to proclaim a disaster very shortly and classify the level in which it is at.
Let's stay with the Minister of Cooperative Governance, who says the government has made progress in reducing the time it takes to allocate funds to disaster-hit areas.
To reconstruct a place that has been damaged, it doesn't happen overnight. But the processes indicates that through the joint operation centers which are run by provinces, they submit a report as COCTA, we issue the funds. And we have turned the situation around in terms of the length and the duration it takes to allocate the funds. I'm talking about the allocation which happened on Tuesday for the entire country on what happened in January.
To this now, Tshwane Mayor Cilliers Brink has told the Africa Safe Cities Forum that the metro needs more water resources to help address supply shortages. Experts from 6 African countries are gathered for 3 days to find solutions to this problem as nearby Hammanskraal residents find their own answers to address unsafe drinking water supply. Newzroom Afrika's Veronica Makhoali reports.
Hammanskraal residents have been promised solutions to unsafe water in their area for over 15 years now, but little has changed for many living in the area.
Though the water might be there, it was undrinkable, whereby people got ill due to waterborne diseases.
Last year's deadly cholera outbreak prompted a hopeful entrepreneur to make a difference.
So the kiosk benefits the community of Kekana Gardens, not only Kekana Gardens in Hammanskraal, but we have neighboring communities like Ramotsi, we have Refilo, we have Portion 12. People used to walk about kilometers. We have about 5 kilometers to get pure water for them to drink at a very expensive price, I may say. So as you can see, I sell water at 1 rand per litre in order to accommodate everyone, whether they are working or they are not working.
With more investment, Kabelo has hired an employee and has expanded his business, but he fears the water crisis itself may never end.
From now it's 2024, we're going to have 2025, 26, 27 and 28 with scarcity of water and unhygienic water also.
Kabelo has raised concern about water scarcity beyond 2030. Meanwhile, in Tshwane, Mayor Cilliers Brink says they need to find more water sources and change consumer behavior.
We have to find new sources of water abstraction beyond a single service provider or a single point of failure. We have to upgrade existing water distribution infrastructure so that we lose less of the water that we distribute to households. This is essential, and it involves significant infrastructure upgrades and getting the best value for money in pipe replacements and other strategies to conserve water.
Brink also weighed in on the long-standing issue of water contamination.
South Africa is an example of a very outmoded and old-fashioned way of treating wastewater. In this city, we've had our own wastewater challenges. Rooiwal in particular comes to mind, and it's of course associated with the long period of time where the people of Hammanskraal have not had access to potable water. Although there was no link between the two events, it is also in the public mind associated with the outbreak of cholera in the past year.
Experts at the forum say neglected infrastructure, governance problems and climate change have made the water problems worse. The gathering concludes on Friday. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Veronica in Tshwane.